The interesting crossover you didn't know you needed to read on the Brandon and Ryan Hour. I'm Brandon.
And that crossover is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a comic book, guys.
It is a comic book.
It is a comic
Pretty cool
book.
comic book.
I think it's actually 4 comic books, but just collected in trade paperback. So,
yes. Yeah, I didn't want to have to buy 4 individual comic books. So I just bought the collection.
collection. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Yes. So it is produced by Boom Studios. Never heard of it. I randomly stumbled across it on the interwebs somewhere. First I thought it was, some kind of just like fan fiction stupid thing, but I was like, kind of sounds interesting, so I went and looked at it, and I was like, this actually looks like a legit comic book, and I love the Ninja Turtles, and the original Power Rangers were pretty cool.
They were pretty cool, yeah.
So
on the rare occasion I got to watch them, I enjoyed it.
Yep. I mean, that was what I did after I got home from school, was watch the Power Rangers, and then on Saturday get up early and watch the Ninja Turtles. So that was my childhood. It's good stuff. So, what did you think?
I wasn't crazy about all the artwork. I did not like how they did the masks on the Ninja Turtles. I don't understand why they can't just do the mask, a normal mask, on everyone. And they keep
where it
changing.
It had the weird
It had weird lines and like points up here. Like it went up and then back down.
Yeah, instead of just like a straight cloth thing, it was like formed around like eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've been messing with everybody's bandanas in all the recent iterations of the Ninja Turtles, and it drives me nuts. But outside of that, I mean, it was interesting. I didn't hate it, but it's not one I'm gonna pick up and read on a yearly basis. It's not my new favorite comic book.
But the story is good, and it's like full of 90s nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's the original Power Rangers. It's the 90s Ninja Turtles cartoon, but a little different as far as the artwork goes.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like the characters, they were the same. The artwork it's good in some places, and some places just okay.
Yeah.
When they start putting a lot of different I guess frames on one page, it gets muddled
a little bit. Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it, and it's not something that I'm gonna read all the time, but
right. I feel like I'm not mad that I spent the time reading it.
Yeah,
it was fun. It was interesting. Didn't realize that the Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers were in the same universe, but according to this book, they are.
Yeah, well, I don't know if this book is canon or how they got the rights to do it. I don't know anything about Boom Studios. I didn't look into them that much.
Well, it's also made by IDW, and IDW owns the Ninja Turtles. I think Boom Studios is the company that does Power Rangers cartoons or shows.
Okay.
And IDW has the rights to, or they are the publisher that makes the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the IDW thing.
Yeah, it is on the back of the book, right there.
Yeah, nobody reads that.
I mean, I did.
Okay, proud of you.
Yeah.
Way to read the back cover near the barcode. Okay, so that's cool. So they, okay, so it is like a legitimate production from both studios.
Right.
Um, they've had crossovers before,
Yeah.
like randomly Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. So I don't remember any of it.
I think there was one I remember seeing like clips from one episode when the Ninja Turtles showed up and helped the Power Rangers out, but
Yeah, like it's
what
like
happened, I don't remember.
yeah, I had no clue. Um, I just saw when I looked it up, I saw some images, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, but
Yeah. So, I mean, the story, little generic, little, I don't know. I think generic may be the right word. Just
it's the Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers. Like every Power Rangers episode was almost
almost
exactly
exactly
the
the
same.
same.
It was super formulaic.
Uh-huh.
Um, bad guys show up at the beginning, Power Rangers show up, beat them up, go back to school.
Yeah.
Bigger bad guy comes a few minutes later, the Power Rangers show up, get beat up, have to, um, you know, use their weapons, and
Uh-huh.
then the big monster gets bigger and
Giant.
badder.
And they gotta get the Megazord out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they gotta get the Megazord out and beat it up, and then go back to school.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
But I
so
like how they opened with so we do talk spoilers during these discussions, just in
oh
case you
yeah,
didn't
this
know,
is
guys know. Just in case you guys didn't know. I know how to
yes.
use English words.
And we don't always talk comic books. Sometimes we talk TV shows, comics, whatever we feel like talking about at the time. Movies we hate, movies we like,
Yeah.
whatever. So
But yeah, I like how
stay
it
tuned.
opened up with Tommy being missing
Mm,
and working for the Foot. Because you get the throwback to him being the bad guy when he first showed up.
yeah.
It makes you think, is he going bad again? Like what's going on here?
Yep.
So it was a nice little plot contrivance to yeah, dangle that nostalgia as well.
Like, okay, so you said you didn't watch much of the Ninja Turtles, or not the Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, yeah. I wasn't allowed growing up, but I remember watching those three. I think it was a three episode arc when they introduced the Green Ranger.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like the best. Like the best superhero, or not superhero arc, but the best character arc
Yeah,
story ever. Yeah. For nostalgia's sake, it's the best ever. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I'm reading this comic book, and at first I didn't know which Power Rangers it was or which Ninja Turtles it was, but after like the first page, it's the original Power Rangers,
hmm
and then like Zordon starts talking and Alpha starts talking. Like I watched so much Power Rangers as a child. I'm reading it and like
in their
in
voices.
their voices,
Yeah.
and same thing with the Ninja Turtles. It was mostly Michelangelo's voice from the cartoon that I was hearing,
Okay.
and Raphael.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, anyway, I just thought that was funny. Um, but like, if you're a '90s kid and you watch Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers, like, you should get this, read it. It's hilarious. It's just fun. You'll, all that fun stuff from your childhood will come back a little bit and enjoy some nostalgia. Um, the story, yeah, like I said, it's just a generic cookie cutter thing.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers get involved with each other, and adventure ensues.
yeah, the I liked how they kept doing the Ninja Turtles like just chatting and like
Mhm.
making jokes and stuff while they're fighting.
Yeah.
Um, it was freaking hilarious. Okay, so I don't know. Like we could talk forever about the nostalgia, but um, let's see. So I guess what did you like? What did you enjoy about it?
I mean, it did take me back to being a child. Um, it was just fun revisiting these characters, I think. I think that's the thing I liked the most about it.
Hmm.
Um, I was a little aggravated that they made Michelangelo the yellow Power Ranger, but I mean,
He said he
somebody
picked it or something.
no, he said, "Do we get to pick our colors?" Is what he
Yeah,
said.
right.
But yeah, he ended up being yellow, which is one of the girls, but whatever.
Yeah, but that doesn't. It's not that color is a girl color. It would have been if they would have made him the Pink Ranger. Then I would have been like, whoa, 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 what's going on here?
Okay.
Um, I liked how they made April the Pink Ranger. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, she gets to be a Power Ranger for a minute and actually be a hero.
Yeah, they gotta have a fifth member, so why not April?
Yeah, I mean they could have done
I
Casey
mean, they
Jones.
or they could have just gone with 4 of them and not had a
Yeah,
Pink Ranger, but it was nice.
yeah.
And,
Mm,
I don't know, also really liked the nerding out between Donatello and, Billy.
Billy.
Like, they were both just being nerds talking about nerd stuff, and it warmed my
Yeah,
heart and made me happy. 'Cause
and
Donatello's always been my favorite just because he's so intelligent, so it was nice
right.
seeing that. So,
The who was it? I think it was Michelangelo. He was when the Power Rangers showed, or when he showed up, or no, when Tommy morphed into the
uh-huh.
Green Ranger, he started like geeking out and like being a fanboy for the Power Rangers.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious.
that was good too.
Um, and like he like knew all this stuff about them, like like deep facts. They're like, how do you know all this?
Yeah, and then he said
Yeah,
Donatello's a fan of you guys,
yeah,
like,
it was
passing it
pretty
off
good.
on somebody else, yeah.
What did you think about the turtle suits, the turtle Power Ranger suits?
I didn't mind it. I mean, it was an interesting look, interesting concept, but I wonder how much the suits augmented the turtles' powers.
What do you mean?
Because like, the Power Rangers have special abilities, like, it's supposed to make them stronger and faster,
Hmm.
morphing. So I wonder
Yeah.
if it did that to the turtles as well. They didn't explore that at all, or at
Oh,
least I don't remember
I
it.
guess it kind of did because, well, yeah, they kind of did because when Shredder morphed,
Yeah, I remember
he was
Shredder.
stronger and faster.
Right. I just didn't know if the turtles were.
Right. Well, why wouldn't they be?
Uh, biology?
That doesn't. What?
Maybe it only makes humans faster and stronger.
Okay. I
Ah,
don't think so. I liked how when they were the Turtle Rangers, they were fighting the putty guys,
uh-huh.
and they were like, "These aren't people. We can just let loose now and just destroy them."
Just yeah, just go to
Yeah.
town. Yeah.
Um, one of the funniest things was when they went into the sewer after they met the Power Rangers,
Mhm.
and they're talking for like a few minutes, and then one of the Power Rangers. So when they were in the sewer, they're talking to the turtles, and like April shows up, and they take their helmets off, and they're like, "Whoops, now there's a person here. What's going on?" They're
Yeah.
like talking for like a few minutes, and then one of the Power Rangers goes, "Are we gonna ignore the giant rat in the corner?"
Yeah.
And then I think it was Billy he was talking to later on. He was like, "So, are you a human that got turned into a
Into
rat, or a
rat.
rat that got turned into a human?"
And he just says yes.
He just says yes, and he's like, "See why you're angry," or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, didn't
Um,
answer the question at all. Just, yep.
yeah. So the comedy was it's like yeah, it's like a comedic, nostalgic comic book.
Yep.
Um, so let's see.
Yeah. So, how did you feel about Shredder getting the Green Ranger power coin?
It was interesting. They didn't talk about how it happened. They just kept kicking it back to the other dimensional beings.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because yeah,
but
the
it was
kidnapped
interesting.
Tommy gets some kind of information from Dimension X, and then becomes the Green Ranger, which I really liked his costume design.
Yeah, I like the suit. It looked cool. Um, and like the Green Ranger, because it was made originally to be a bad ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I was like, okay, it fits the green suit fits a bad character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what was the other one? Um,
What do you mean?
so the suits and stuff. That's what I was talking about. So like when the Ninja Turtles became the Turtle Rangers,
Mm-hmm.
um, I like their suits. It looked a little, I don't know. It looks weird because it's just not what you're used to.
Yeah.
Um, but the artwork, like I guess it was like the inter chapter artwork or whatever, and then like they have the different cover artwork in the back of the book
Yeah.
with the helmets and the turtles and stuff. I thought that was cool. Just the designs. Um, and I think they had like I don't know if it's concept art or um like different
They had like character
s-
designs.
yeah, character designs in the back.
Yeah.
It was one of them that was like I don't know what the right word is, but like overly cartoony.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know. Yeah.
Okay. I kind of like that one. I think if the whole comic book would have been done in that style, would have been cool too.
I like the style that they did it in. So
Yeah, no, I like the style, but I think it would have also been cool in that other style. Um, like I was saying earlier, the only downside was that they just tried to cram too many frames on certain
on
pages
some
sometimes,
pages, right?
and it's kind of hard to see what's going on. But still good. Um, and another thing I really liked about it is it wasn't $35
All
like
right.
some other comic books. um, and apparently they're releasing a second.
Are they really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I
Okay.
don't know if it's a continuation of this story or a different story altogether. But yeah, there's a second. It's just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I can talk. And think I was thinking I saw something where I don't know if it was Boom. It might have been where they have other crossovers.
Okay. Well, that's most fascinating.
Yeah, it is indeed. I wonder if they're going to bring in. I don't know. The White Ranger was always my favorite. I don't know why.
Who knows?
Couldn't tell you why. Other than the Flying Dagger. Flying Dagger was his name Sava, I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah, but the Green Ranger's still cool though.
I
Okay,
mean, it's the same Ranger. They just changed the color.
and the dagger changed.
I mean, a little bit, but still a dagger.
um, what was I gonna say? Oh, the Megazord, the the Turtle Zord that they created with
With a metalhead.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that was
the
interesting.
the Shrink Ray that they unshrink raid.
Yep.
Yeah, I was because I was wondering what I'm like, how are they going? Where's the bigger Zord that they combine with? But if the Power Rangers are gone, and then they showed up with that thing, and then they turned into the Turtle Zord.
Yeah, which was fun. I
Yeah,
didn't hate it, but I also don't know how you make Metalhead into a Zord by itself with the non-Power Rangers in it.
yeah, I don't know.
Because I feel like that would
It
take some time to engineer, but they were just like, oh, nope, made it big, and then it's a Zord.
well, Billy and Alpha are geniuses, so they can just engineer things real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like super generic and like kind of corny and cliche like a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still just genuinely funny and enjoyable.
Yeah.
I,
It's made for a throwback for people who enjoyed both the
yeah,
shows, I feel like.
yeah. And there was one thing. Oh, when they're in oh, what do they call the Power Rangers hideout?
That is a question that I don't have the answer to.
I don't
I don't
remember.
remember.
Anyway, they're there and they're talking. I think um Donnie, Billy, and Alpha are talking, and I think like one of them says, "Oh, you need to reverse the polarity."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, okay, this is Star Trek. You guys being dumb. Oh, just reverse the polarity. That makes sense. That'll change everything with mechanics and physics and engineering, and
Yep, exactly. It worked, so
it worked. It's hilarious. Um, mm, I mean, it's just a yeah, good time.
yeah, good time. I rather enjoyed it. So, do you have
Uh,
any closing thoughts here or a score?
oh, I didn't think about a score.
Putting you on
Score,
the
score,
spot.
score. Yeah, you put me on the spot here. Dang it. See, this one's hard to score because it's like it hits so many nostalgia buttons.
Mhm.
Um, oh man, for a comic book, do we have a comic book scale?
I mean, 1 through 10.
No, ha, 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 you're so funny. Um, 8.5.
Okay, I was gonna go 7.5, but
Okay.
still respectable. So yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it is a fun read. So if you haven't picked it up, it, I don't I don't see why you wouldn't if you like both the Power Rangers Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles, I think you'll be thoroughly entertained.
Mm-hmm. And it's relatively cheap. It's only $18 on Amazon.
What a deal!
And I think it was what, like 70, 80, 90 pages, something like that.
Sure.
I don't remember. And I guess when the second one comes out, we'll have to check that one out.
All right. So yeah,
See
if you
if
guys
it's
made
any
it
gooder.
this, yeah, we'll have to see if it's any gooder. But if you guys made it this far in the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up, give us a like. You can also subscribe if you wanna, so that way you know when we put out new videos. And leave comments down below on if you've read it or if you feel like we should review the next one.
Or any movie recommendations you might have. Because on Mondays we do a movie review, and Sundays, Sundays. Sundays we do a spoiler-free movie review. Mondays, we spoil the crap out of the movies. And Thursdays, we talk about TV shows, comic books, movies sometimes. Yeah. And you can follow us on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitter at BRH Reviews. And I think that's it.
Yep.
Catch you guys next